Hi there, crafty friends. Welcome and thank you for joining me. My name is Melissa, and today we are going to make one last Halloween card for this season. I made this card for my son because every year I send him a card and candy. He lives above a business in an apartment and he doesn't get any trick-or-treaters, so I always send him candy because he won't buy it for himself. So I wanted to make him something that wasn't cutesy like last week's video. So today we're going to make this card, and it came out so much better than I could have imagined. We are using washi tape from the washi tape shop, and this was a bundle. You get 3 rolls, and it is called the Haunted House Washi Tape Sticker Set. So you get all 3 rolls for $23.95. So it was $24, which equals $8 a roll. And oh my gosh, these rolls are so thick. You can get so many cards out of these. Each roll has different images. They're all similar, same coloring and everything, but they are different. And so what I like to do is I like to put them out like this and then choose my images that I'm going to use. But first, what we need to do is we need to work on our background. So I've got some other items here. Let's bring in a piece of scratch paper. For my background, I've got licorice and persimmon. I've got a couple little kind of mixed media stamps that I keep with my washi tape. I've used these before in a video. We are also using the Waffle flower postage collage die. I did do a little prepping just to make it a little quicker here. I've got my A2 card base with an A2 piece of black cardstock already attached. Then I've got 2 of the Waffle flower postage collage dies cut, one in black and one in white. Then I've got 1 piece of white cut just a little bit smaller than the postage collage die, just for a layering piece. And we need to stamp on our white piece just to give it a little character. It's not really going to be seen, so it doesn't have to be perfect, but we're just adding background. And my licorice was a little bit darker than what I wanted, so I'm going to stamp off and then stamp on my image. So I'm just going to do that, and we're going to stamp all over this image. I think that's probably pretty good. I do see a couple little spots where I would like a little bit more ink. And like I said, it does not need to be perfect. We're just getting a little color on there. So now we are done with our licorice. Let's bring in the persimmon. And I am using that other stamp, and we're also going to stamp off. I want orange on here, but I don't want it super dark. And we're just going to rotate the stamp. It's all right if it looks like they're all the same image, because we are going to cut these up and they will be in different places. We're going to cover some of it. We just want color on there. We just want a background. I think that's probably pretty good. So now what I need to do is I need to bring in my trimmer, and I am going to trim out all of my pieces. It's really simple. It does take a little bit of time, but I'm just going to trim out all those pieces right on the inside of the stitched line so they fit perfectly on our black piece. So I've got all my pieces trimmed and put back in their respective little square, their little spot in the collage. And what I like to do is I like to just lay out my washi tape so I can see my images. Unfortunately, you are not going to be able to see all the images because I don't have enough screen space. But what I do from this point is I just kind of choose a picture that I like, an object that I like. So I'm just going to peel off, and this is really nice because these are pre-cut. So all you have to do is just peel that off. And I am going to choose where I want to put that. I'm just going to find a little square that looks big enough for this. And I want to make sure that I don't cut off that little ghost at the top, but at the same time, I want to make sure that my house is straight. I'm just going to put that on there. And you want to kind of burnish that because I want to make sure that it doesn't come up. And then anything that hangs off of the back, you can just trim off. And I don't like to get rid of all of the objects immediately that I trim off because sometimes you can attach them in other areas to complete a scene. So we're just going to trim those off. And I do like to keep a little piece of paper off to the side just to stick my trash on. Just like that. And then I think I'm going to keep this pumpkin because we might be able to add him somewhere else. So I'm just going to put him on my work surface here off to the side. And that is already one little square of our collage done. This comes together so quickly. So let's keep moving on. I think for my long one over here, I want to do the same thing that I did on my sample card. I think I want to put that ghost there. So I'm going to pull him off of this roll from up at the top. And they come off really easy. And we're going to add him here. But I also need some pumpkins. Oh, I pulled in the pumpkins from the other side, so that's going to work perfect. Let's get him placed. And then we are going to cut off the pumpkins and the bats. And we are going to add them on the other side. Just like this. So we're just going to pop them in there. And that piece is already decorated. It was so easy. So you can burnish with your finger or you can burnish with your bone folder. I do both. I haven't found one that I like more than the other. So then we need another little ghost to complete this scene. And this is so fun. There are so many ways you can decorate this. We're just going to pop him up there, trim off the edge, burnish, and that one is done also. So cute. I love this. So I am just going to look a little more at my pictures here. I think I want to put, I wanted to do a tree. I saw a tree somewhere. Oh, let's peel this one off. I'm going to put this tree down here. That's a little crooked. I want to do it straight. Or should we do it up there? Let's do it up on that one. And see how that just filled that whole little square so quickly. I just love these washi tapes. I've really been getting into using them on my cards. They just make your cards come together so quickly. Now all we need on this one is maybe a little bat or something. I'm thinking maybe this little bat. Now he is attached to the book and the cauldron, but we're going to trim him off. So I'm just going to give my washi a little snip just like that, trim him off, and then we can add him right in there over our tree. Burnish. And that little scene is done already. I can see I didn't trim that very well on the bottom there. And that is so cute. See how quickly this comes together? So I am going to go ahead and decorate a little bit more. So for this one, I did the cauldron, the broom, the photo, and the little banner. And that is just adorable. I love that. For this collage piece, I did some candles and some leaves on there. And I've got one more little block I need to fill in, which is this little guy here. And I think we'll do a cobweb and a pumpkin. I added a couple little bats to him and he is complete. This comes together so quickly and it looks so spooky. I just love it. So I am going to go ahead and roll up my washi tape and get that out of the way. And you can see that we have so much left from each roll. I hardly used anything at all. It is amazing. You can get so many cards out of this with so many different scenes. So now what I'm going to do is I'm just going to go ahead and take some thin foam squares and attach these to the back of all of my little collage pieces. Okay, so I got all of my little collage pieces attached. I attached some foam tape to the back, being careful to avoid the little holes so you don't see the foam tape. And we're just going to attach this to our layering piece. Just like that, and then we can attach the layering piece to our card base. And now all we need to do is add our sentiment and our embellishments. So for my sentiment, I did some in the Better Press Halloween Icons press plate and die set. I only used the sentiments here, and it has a coordinating die, which is really nice. I did some in Tangerine and some in Aura because I wasn't sure which colors I wanted to use. I went ahead and pulled out the ones that I didn't want for sure. And then we've got some other options here. And I'm not sure which one I want to go with. So I'm thinking we'll just try them out. I really do like the orange. Sending spooky hugs. I like that. Let's do that down here. Maybe across there. And you're a scream. Where can we do that? You're a scream. How about you're a scream, happy Halloween? That kind of rhymes. I think I like that better. Let's get those attached. And I'm just going to use a little bit of those thin foam squares for that. And oh my goodness, that came out so cute. I used the Honeybee Stamps Cool Pearls. I used the black. And I just love that. So really quick, let's also do an envelope. Oh my gosh, I forgot about our envelope. We can choose anything. Let's just choose this house right here. Off of this roll, we'll just attach that to our envelope. We don't want a naked envelope. And what kind of a sentiment can we find? Let's do scary mode. I think that'll be really cute on the back. Just right there. And that's done. Oh my goodness, that was so easy. We've got a washi tape card with coordinating envelope And you get so many images in there. You can make a whole bunch of different cards and they are all going to be different. What do you prefer? Do you prefer cutesy Halloween or do you like scary Halloween? I am really, really happy with how these came out. I will have everything listed and linked in the description. Thank you so much for spending time with me, and I will see you later. Bye-bye.